Hello and welcome back to another painting video. Today we're going to be painting a Shiho Yusuke, and he is an archer and he is cool looking. So yeah, let's get this started with the skin tone. So we're going to start with our pale flesh mixed 2:1 with, so 2 pale flesh to 1 sunny skin tone, and that's going to get us our flesh tone. I think last time we dry brush the whole thing gray. I think that was a mistake. I think, looking back at it, I think that was a mistake. So we're gonna try something different this time. Still trying to nail down this paint scheme. Unfortunately, I started with the coolest looking guy, because I was like, yeah, I want to paint this guy. But it's okay. We're gonna start getting our base coat down for our hands and all that. So let's just get into this. And you can see his hand here. We're gonna do 2 thin coats. That's what we're doing. And then, has he got socks on? It looks like he might have socks on, so we don't have to do his feet. So we're gonna wait for that to dry up a little bit before we go in for a second color there. In the meantime, we're gonna paint his shirt with this uniform green color from Vallejo. So we'll just grab some of that. And then paint his shirt. So yeah, on the box art, this guy is the guy that has the green shirt, and like everyone else has like white ones and stuff like that. But I thought, no, I want them all to have green shirts. I mean, green is my favorite color. So it's cool to have that reflected into my armies. I like to try to do stuff that I like. So let's just paint him up all nice and clean as we can here, trying to avoid those arms that we have the first base coat on. And we're not doing a very good job of avoiding them, but we are doing it. Can't really get in there. We can kinda, let's go like that. Okay. And then our base coat of the skin should be good to go for a second coat here. So let's get our paint. It's pretty thin, so we'll put it on here. And hope for the best. So you can see it's really thin and watery. So we're definitely gonna need another coat probably. And hopefully it thins. Oh shit. See, when you have water on your brush and you put it into a spot, it just explodes that area. And that was not what we wanted. So let's just, sorry about that, I had to pull away for a second because that was nasty. We'll go back in with this, our green, and clean up any areas that we hit that we don't want to hit. Okay. That'll be good for now. And then we're gonna go into the hat with this German camo beige World War II color. So we'll just take that and we're gonna base coat the whole hat with this color. You see like his top knot right here. It is weird, like I don't know how these hats sit, so it could just be that they sit on top of the head like this, but it does look very like slapped on to me. Maybe that's how they are. I'm not an expert. So also we're going to get these little spots on the bow, the little ties on the bow. So just get around all of those. It's okay if we hit the rest of the bow, it's gonna be a darker color, so hitting it with this paint is not a problem at all. So you can be a little sloppy there. And then we can get the sandal as well while we're here, as best we can. I don't know if it's a sandal or like those shoes, but I'm just gonna go sandal and hope I'm right. Yeah, we can probably just cover the whole foot because it's gonna be hard to distinguish, and we can fix it in a minute. It'll be easier to pick out the parts that aren't the sandal than it is to pick out the sandal. So just hit the sandal, and then we can fill in the sock itself later. And that'll be fine. Okay, now we go back to the skin for a third time. So we're painting. Did you finish?
Yes, I did.
Ooh, thank you. You're amazing.
Do you want to show your followers my hard work?
No, they don't know what my face looks like, so it'd have to be on my body.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
My face is a secret. The mystery. Once we become a full-time stream painter, then we'll do a face reveal. But not until then.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing? You stealing my Jolly Ranchers?
Uh-huh.
Thief! Okay, so that gets that skin tone covered. So now we can get into our military shader for the green bit to shade this. We want good coverage. Want to get in those recesses there. That is not dry yet, so we cannot get there yet. Let's get the rest of the bow with this leather brown from Vallejo. I like their new pots and I hate their new paint pots. Like, they're kind of good, but then they leave such a mess on the dispenser of the paint. It is really it is a lot more messier, I think, than the old pots, but I do like the dropper a little bit better. So I guess it's like a pick your poison kind of thing, or you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I don't know why they changed the pots. I don't think they needed to. I don't think were people clamoring for them to change the dropper bottles that they were using. Kind of out of the loop on that. Like what the community asks for in the space of painters and stuff like that. Like, we need droppers that do this or that don't do that. Who knows? I mean, at the end of the day, it was to save money, so whatever it is, someone got a bonus for doing it. And isn't that what it's all about? So we're gonna paint all through these, because the stick should run all the way through the shaft of the arrow. So we'll just get that on there. Oh, I forgot to show you guys too. Remember that Obi-Wan that we built and then customized? I finished him. Look what he looks like. I gave him a gun, a green lightsaber. I made him like a special ops. Oh, no, jetpack. I made him like a special ops Jedi. It's cool. Let's go back to the German camo beige, because we do have some wraps to get. So let's get those. We can also probably get the tips of the arrows here with it. And then also the little tie for the cape. Okay. He also does have a strap on his chin, but if I have learned anything, it's that don't have a steady enough hand to do that. So let's get our Agrax Earthshade wash. Nope, that's Known Oil. Agrax Earthshade. Boop. And we are going to put this on the skin and the brown that we have put down. So like the bow, all that, so. Put it in his chest here, his neck, get his head. Then the bow. We will get the shoes, even though we're not done with them, but we can at least get that colored correctly. Get that. Get the arrows here. That's good. And that green section that we missed earlier with that shade, the military shade, we can go back in with the military shade and get that as well, like that. And then we will get our Seraphim Sepia, our yellow wash, for the hat to make it look more like straw. Like that. And then we will go into our body, which is going to be this iceberg gray color for the parts that we have left black so far. Now there's not a lot, I don't think there's a lot that I have to clean up, so we're just gonna give this a good shake and then hope for the best. Here, so this is get it. Now this does make the model very shiny, so I just want it to be make sure we're getting it where we're supposed to get it, because it's hard to see otherwise. And get the pants down here. We'll just take this over the whole thing. Let's get the bubbles out of it. Now we will take our black gray and we will clean up the socks. So here, we'll go down here. Well, first we're gonna hit the sheath of this knife, and then we'll clean up the socks here a little bit. And same thing for the handle of the knife. Or wazashi, is it what it's called? Something like that. And we're just cleaning up any of these areas where paint had spilled that we don't want on there. So just clean up the sock there. And now we will take our olive green and we're going to go over the top of some of the high points of our green jacket or shirt, just to add a little pop of color. Just giving some more definition to the shirt. And then we will take some medium sea gray and we're going to kind of like lightly edge highlight some of the cape and all that. Just give some more colors to it. And it should dry pretty thin throughout this. We'll mix it with some of that dark black that we had. And then we will take some of that sunny skin tone and we are going to get a little bit of it on our brush here and then kind of streak it into, cross hatch it into the hat to give it like a more woven look. Like that. And that is how we are going to be painting our Shiho Yusuke. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.